Y'all guys having a good time?
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead. Where are you from, sir?
Salem, Oregon.
You came here all the way from here, from Oregon? You heard about the open mic, came all the way from Oregon? Where did you come from before Oregon? From here, before you came?
Maui, Hawaii.
Okay, you're killing me. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All the way from Oregon and Hawaii. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Hawaii by way of Oregon. Start clapping now. Start clapping now. Start clapping now for your next comedian, Mr. Super Trucker Tom.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Woo! Yeah, my name's Super Trucker Tim, and I truck a whole West Coast. I'm from Salem, Oregon originally. It's dark, it's dreary, it's dank and depressing, like my life. But that's why I'm here now, because you know it's sunny, it's warm. Sure, you got to chew the air before you inhale. But I love it here. I'm dug in like a tick, and I'm not leaving, guys. Sorry, but it could be worse. I'm not from New York. You know, and so I've heard rumors that guys come down from New York with the New York attitude, right? But that's where we got something in common. Because in Oregon, we got Californians coming up. Right? Now, whether jerks are coming up or going down, it'd just be nice if they stayed where they were. But we don't care for Californians over there, so here's a little joke I got for you about Californians. There was an Oregonian, and a guy from Idaho, and a guy from California in an airplane, right? And they're flying. The guy from Idaho, he takes a bite out of a baked potato, throws it out the window. Oregonian says, "Hey, why'd you do that?" And he says, "Well, we got so much of the stuff, we take a bite and chuck it." So the Californian takes a swig of some nice Sauvignon Blanc, chucks it out the window. Oregonian says, "Hey, what'd you do that for?" He says, "Well, we got so much of this stuff, I take a swig and chuck it out the window." So the Oregonian grabs the Californian and chucks him out the window. So, but guys, what's more interesting is how I got here. I actually got here in a 1995 Ford Ranger. Now, all my friends said I was an idiot for even trying it, but I love that truck. Love that truck. So I had issues. Of course, I had issues getting over here. It was like I had more pit stops than Dale Earnhardt, and I should have just kept a tab in AutoZone as many times as I had to stop. And a couple places where I stopped in Missouri. I actually got this, this is great, guys, I gotta share this with you. I actually got a tow notice on my truck in Missouri. The lady said she thought it was abandoned. Not joking. So anyway, but this truck has been great to me all through the years, because every time I take on a job in Seattle or LA or something, I'll take this truck there, right? High crime areas, I'll park it. And I'll see these nice cars with tinted windows, alarm systems, stuff they get busted into every time, but not my truck. I could have stacks of hundreds in there and nobody would even bother it. I have the perfect amount of rust flakage and dents on that truck so that nobody thinks there's any chance that there's anything of value in there. And that's so, but for some reason people love hitting this truck. I don't know why. But here's the great thing, every time somebody hits it, the least an insurance company can pay you in damages is $1,000. That's pretty good when this truck blue book's out at $667. So you know, I'm not making payments, guys. My truck is making payments to me. And so I'm not parting with the truck. That's why it was so important for me to get it over here. So I did get it over here. We're here now. When I was in Wyoming, I struggled, because I was going up these the last of the steep mountains at 25 miles an hour. People behind me were angry, they're yelling, they're screaming, they're honking, but there are no mountains here in Florida. So I can hold a 55 mile an hour cruise easy. There's no reason for you guys to get upset at me, right? Just do not put a flux capacitor in it, because there's no way it's doing 88. But it goes so slow, it almost feels like I'm going back in time. But I do love the truck. Now it's funny, you know, because I got to talking to a guy over here, and he said, "Hey, you know what? Brace yourself for your first hurricane. You're going to run into one at some point." Now here's where things get crazy, guys. I'm barely old enough to remember Mount St. Helens. We were living in Seattle at the time, right? Ash, just snowing in July, it was weird. And so I remember that. I'd been in a volcano in San Francisco in 1994. I was in the earthquakes. And if you're from Oregon, you've seen, it looks like the book of Revelation being fulfilled. The sky is blood red. It looks like the world's gonna end with the forest fires over there. There are ice storms, there are all kinds of stuff. And I realized the only thing I haven't been through yet is a hurricane. I even almost got killed by a tsunami. So this is on my list, guys. I'm actually excited for this. I know I don't sound too smart, which is probably the consensus. But anyhow, guys, I do enjoy it over here. I do love it. I saw my first gator. I'm sure there's many more coming. I just got back from Maui, Hawaii. I was trucking over there in Lanai, Hawaii. Now here's where things get crazy, because in Maui, Hawaii, they hook us up with some pretty nice trucks. But in Lanai, I did a job, and it's not the case. This truck was so rusty, I thought my foot was gonna go through the floorboard. There wasn't a spot on the truck that wasn't full of dents. And guys, I'm pretty sure they don't make air fresheners scented in cat piss. So I was probably sitting in cat piss. Things just got worse when I opened up the console and there was a roll of toilet paper and there was no sanitizer, which kind of satisfied my question as to why the steering wheel was sticky. So anyhow, guys, watch out for a dangerous, disgusting looking Ford Ranger. I'm sure I'll see you out in the road.
You've been trucking a long time. You obviously don't know about Florida's Mount Dora. Just saying. You ever been to Mount Dora?